Okay, before I even start, I know about the bots and Valve's lack of willingness to do literally anything about it. If you're watching this video and have never played TF2, hi Gotham, then you probably don't even know what the bots are. They're like hackers, but automated, which gets rid of the entire point of hacking, but I'm going to not talk about it because I don't feel like it. There hasn't even been a major update since 2017 with Jungle Inferno. But, despite that stuff, I still feel like Team Fortress 2 is probably one of, if not the best shooter games of all time. Okay, let's start near the very beginning. 2007, October 10th, before I was even born. Yes, I am a child. TF2 was released, and is very popular because it came bundled with the Orange Box, a collection of Portal 2, TF2, and Half-Life 2, Valve's most popular franchise. So everyone that bought the collection to get Half-Life 2 got TF2, and it got a pretty stable player base. However, the game was very basic, no unlockables, every map was filled with choke points, and worst of all, the game still cost money. There were updates and stuff, but I won't go into too much detail about it. However, June 23rd, 2011, TF2 went free to play, the best decision, because it meant that broke people like me could play it. Of course, I didn't start playing until 2021, but we can ignore that for now. TF2 was one of the first games to have live service before that was even a concept and got milked to death, which meant it was revolutionary for its time. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but I actually haven't talked about the gameplay yet. But you can bet I wouldn't be talking about this game unless the gameplay was good. And, oh yeah, is it good. Okay, so most of this footage is not mine, but that's because this footage is from people that have been playing the game for 17 years. I have not been doing that. But yeah, TF2 is a class-based shooter, one of the first actually, and the best. So you may be wondering what these classes are. Well, first up, you got the Scout, an obnoxious fast boy from Boston who is canonically a pedophile. Soldier, a psychopathic war veteran who never actually fought in a war and has brain damage. Pyro, a schizophrenic maniac who thinks everything is sunshine and rainbows, literally. Demo Man, and I quote, black Scottish Cyclops, who has replaced his liver many times because of the amount of alcohol he consumes. Heavy, a fat Russian man with a sandwich and a big gun. Engineer, a guy with 11 PhDs who uses his skills to murder people. Medic, a sociopathic German doctor who is canonically a Nazi. Sniper, an efficient calculated assassin, not a crazed gunman, his words, not mine, who pisses in jars and throws it at people. And finally, Spy, a fantasy sneaky Frenchman who canonically Scout's mom. As you can probably tell, all of these classes have unique personality and character designs. While they aren't just funny caricatures of nationalities, they also have unique gameplay applications. Scout annoys the enemies by running up faster than everyone else and killing them ridiculously fast. Soldier just blows people up and hits them with a shovel after blowing up his feet. Pyro melts people close range, and Hate Spy, Demo also explodes people, but while drunk. Heavy deletes them mid-range and tanks everything. Engineer uses teleporters to move his team, dispensers to give ammo, and sentries so he doesn't have to do any work. Medic heals people and makes them invincible for 10 whole seconds. Sniper kills people at long range, and Spy goes invisible, disguises as the enemy, insta-kills people with a backstab, and can put a sapper on engineer buildings to drain their health. Of course, all this is without unlockables and subclasses, which change how an entire class is played. Like Demo Man picking up a sword and becoming a drunk Scottish knight. But the reason that all of this is so compelling is their interactions with each other. Like Pyro can use what's called an air blast to launch rockets back and grenades back at Demo and Soldier. Every class has a counter to Spy because no one likes Spy except me. TF2, despite its age, is also destroying its competition. TF2's largest competitor by far is Overwatch. So back in Overwatch's good old days, it did surpass TF2 by quite a bit actually. But if you look at nowadays with Overwatch 2, take one look at the Steam reviews and you'll see that TF2 remains, well, the less popular, the more respected of the two. In my opinion, I think TF2 is the best designed shooter of all time, not just because of the fantastic game design, great characters, amazing art style, and its history. I love TF2 because of the community. I quite literally would not have started playing TF2 without Lazy Purple's How It Feels series, specifically the Scout and Spy videos. They weren't just funny, but the animation and editing is actually really impressive, especially for the time. Aside from that, my other favorites are like Funk. I know he doesn't really do TF2 anymore, but like whatever. Uncle Dane, Soundsmith, Jonto Hill 2, El Maxo, etc., etc. But like, people have been using the engine that TF2 runs in to make actual movies, like a video called Emesis Blue, an actual full-length movie just using TF2 models. Just ignoring YouTube altogether, just the vibe when you load into a match, you can just feel it. Like, there's the heavy who isn't actually fighting anyone, the racist, the bot that gets kicked in 5 seconds, the guy starting a conda, the second racist, and like, the classic stuff. Like, everyone is like sort of just trying to have fun, even the racist. But like, that's so rare in shooters nowadays. Now, TF2 has these cinematics introducing the mercs called the Meet the Team videos, and they're classic and help build up the goofy, unserious style the game had. And the game used to get frequent updates which were often well received. And one of these updates, Jungle Inferno, came with a similar cinematic, but was more focused on Saxon Hale, the most Australian to ever Australian. That's part of the lore, and I won't cover that in this video. And after that update came out, revamping the Pyro, everyone was waiting for the next update. And waiting. And waiting. It has been 2,364 days as of writing this without a major update. They just add community-made cosmetics once every few months, and that's it. But honestly, I don't really think TF2 needs major updates. Obviously, it'd be nice to get balancing changes and new weapons, but if you really think about it, the community, just like fans of the game, are making concepts for new weapons, maps, concept art, like even new character concepts. And like, to be honest, what more do you need? Because these people care more about TF2 than Valve ever has and probably ever will. But obviously it'd be nice to get a new update from Valve. But if you really think about it, the game is being kept afloat by fans. And like, isn't that really all you need? These are the reasons that, at least in my opinion, TF2 is the best first-person shooter ever made.